Are you a parent who needs support for being your child's teacher? Do you need some encouragement as you facilitate your child's learning at home and everywhere else? Or maybe you just need to take a break and connect with fellow parents? If your answer is yes, then join us on the Educating for Life show. Join us, Mariel Ukienko, Michelle Padelanan, San Unson, and Tina Rodriguez, the homeschooling moms behind the Philippine Homeschool Convention and online events like the Connect Homeschooling and Intentional Parenting Summit, as we share about different topics related to home-based education and everything in between. Watch our episodes on our Facebook page, Events by EFL, and on our YouTube channel. We hope that you'll join us because Educating for Life is all about supporting families and valuing education. See you there! Hello!
Hi! Good evening,
Hi,
everyone!
everybody. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the Educating for Life show. Ayan, we are back officially for the year. A bit delayed, but we're back. I'm Tina Rodriguez again, and with me are my lovely fellow moms from EFL.
I'm San.
Yan. And Marielle. Okay, so happy National Homeschool Day to everybody. In case you did not know, this week we are celebrating National Homeschool Day. All right, so thank you for all those of you who are joining us now or will be joining us later on in the replay. Okay, good evening to our dear friend Melona. Hello, thank you for being here. Also, welcome to Diana, one of our first viewers. Kanina, yan, looking forward daw siya. And she's asking our guest later. She has an important question. And so please feel free to invite your friends to watch, to tag your friends in the comments, to share this video, because I'm sure that not just us, EFL moms, but those who will be watching will learn a lot from this discussion. So before we proceed, we would like to thank our media partners, the Asian Parent Philippines and 360 Logic Solutions, kasi we are also streaming live on the Asian Parent Philippines Facebook page and also on our YouTube channel. YouTube or YouTube? Okay, you choose. Okay? So thank you everybody for being here.
Yes. Good evening, everyone. Hi, Tina and San. Hello, hello. So we joined the Philippine homeschooling community in celebrating, again, as Tina said, National Homeschool Day this week. So, alam nyo ba, did you know that the first National Homeschool Day was celebrated on March 3, 2017? So, ilang years ago na yan? Matagal na.
6 years? 6
years?
6,
Years
diba?
ago.
Oh. That's right. And that is thanks to Senator Kiko Pangilinan and his team, and of course, our mother hen and veteran homeschooler, Donna Pangilinan Simpao, who was then the happy president. No? She was the president of the Homeschool Association of the Philippine Islands. And they all really worked very hard to make National Homeschool Day official. And we are the only country who celebrates National Homeschool Day, diba?
Yes. And it's been, as Maria mentioned, 6 years of celebrating. We're so happy that all of you who are watching or who will be watching later are celebrating with us through our special comeback episode. Okay, this is our special comeback episode, and unfortunately, Michelle Padrilanan cannot make it tonight. Our other veteran homeschool mom, our other mom.
Okay lang yan, para sa bayan.
Yan, para sa bayan. Hindi na siya umabot, guys. So if you're asking us, ano ibig sabihin niyo? Just leave a comment. We'll answer. Okay. So, but of course, we are really, really happy that we have our special guests here with us and umabot sila, no? And there is actually a theme every year, for National Homeschool Day. And this year, the theme is, I'll show it here on screen. It is Homeschooling Dream, meaning deeply rooted, evolving, adapting movement. Wow, ang ganda ng theme niya, no? Ayan.
Yeah, so tonight with our special guests, we will be talking about keep calm and homeschool on. Overcoming challenges and working on our dreams. Okay, that's in line with the theme of National Homeschool Day. But before we introduce our guests, friends, please comment down below. What are the challenges that you currently face in homeschooling? And what are your dreams as homeschooling parents? We'd love to know so we can flash it here in front, yung mga comment nyo. So maybe we'll wait for a while.
Yes.
Okay. So before we introduce our guest, ikaw, Tina, ano yung challenge mo and any one of your dreams as a homeschooling mom?
I think yung biggest challenge for me is yung overcoming the fear that I'm not doing enough. Kasi sometimes it pops up pa rin, no? Kahit matagal na tayo nag-homeschool. I don't know, for me, minsan ganon. And ako, yung dream ko, syempre, is for the kids to discover what God wants them to do, no? What they are intended to do in life, and for them to be able to develop those skills and talents that He has given them for the path that He wants. So,
Yes.
yun, parang, at of course, to grow up to love God, love their country, love others. Kasi parang yung academics is just part of it, no? So, yung dream ko talaga is that, yung
Yeah. And
More than,
I
yeah.
think with
Yeah.
homeschooling, we'll be able to pursue those dreams, right? Or we'll be able to see it to see it happen. Mga friends who are watching, anyone wants to comment about the challenges that you are currently facing and what are your dreams as homeschooling parents? We'll wait for your reply, pero so we'll just go on ahead. But once we get some replies, we will be flashing them on the screen.
Yeah.
Okay, sige. So let us now introduce our special guests, and we are so honored to have them both with us tonight.
Yes, we are very, very honored and happy that they made time because I know this week has been very toxic for them, no, being the production arm of the National Homeschool Day. So joining us tonight are Laksmi Maluya, the current president of the Homeschool Association of the Philippine Islands, or Happy, and her eldest daughter, Vishnu. Lakshmi is actually a second generation homeschooler, having been homeschooled herself when she was younger. And she ended up homeschooling her three daughters too, including Vishnu. And Vishnu is now in her last year of college studying to be a licensed teacher. All right. So I'll add you to the stream now. Please turn on
Yes,
your
welcome
cameras.
Lakshmi and Vishnu. Thank you for being here, friends.
Ayan, we cannot, yeah,
Oh, there! Hello!
yay!
Ganda-ganda naman itong mga ito.
Yeah,
Happy
welcome,
National
welcome.
Homeschool Day!
Yes, happy National Homeschool
Happy
Day.
na-
Narinig na ba ako?
Can you hear us?
Yes,
Yes.
we can hear
Can we hear
you.
us? Can you hear us?
Okay. Yes, loud and clear. Let's get started. Okay, we'll start with Lakshmi, syempre, si mother. Okay, so we know that homeschooling has been a part of your life for so many years. As in, nisip ko, meron bang time in your life that homeschooling wasn't part of you? Because you grew up being homeschooled and then eventually went on to homeschool your children. So tell us, what was one challenge that you had when you were homeschooling your kids? So as a mom na, what was one challenge that you remember you had when you were homeschooling your kids, and what did you do to overcome it?
Bigla ako napaisip, ano nga ba? I think, kasi kaya ako napaisip kasi alin ba doon? And almost every year, there's always a different challenge. And kaya nga ang aking pinopromote is that, homeschooling through the seasons of your life. Because each year, for us, for our family, has been a different year. Sinasabi mo nga, di ba, na parang kailan ba ako hindi nag-homeschool? And biruin mo yon sa sobrang daming panahon na yon. Siguro konti lang yung year na pwede kong sabihin na the same year yung nangyari. Which is hardly. Because each year really has a different challenge. And we just probably decide on solving it according to the situation that is handed to us. Siguro na lang, can I just have like a fast okay, per na lang category?
Sure.
Okay.
Ang dami pala talaga.
Okay, so during their preschool years, I guess the challenge was, since Vishnu and my other daughters have a big gap between themselves. So si Vishnu,
Ilang years?
Siya between my second daughter 4 years, and then my second daughter to my third daughter 5 years. So
Okay.
galing kasi ako guys sa anim sa anim kami. So I promised myself gusto ko ng mahabang gaps.
Okay.
When I have my own children.
Okay.
Okay? So sa kanila nangyari yon. Ang naging kong problem when she was a toddler was that yung social skills niya. Kasi kaming dalawa lang magkasama all the time, Kasi then yung husband ko at that time works in Manila. So he hardly sees her and she hardly sees him. So talagang kaming dalawa lang for 2 or 3 years. So yun yung naging kong problem nung hino-homeschool. Siyempre nung time na yun, hino-homeschool ko na rin siya, tinuturuan. yung social skills yung naisip ko, kaya sabi ko mag-aanak na ako ulit. Para magkaroon na siya, meron na siyang kasosyalan. Now, but
Kasosyalan.
kasosyalan. But yeah, yun nga, nagplan na kami ng second daughter, and then while waiting for the second daughter, hari naman my mom and my youngest siblings transferred next neighbor. So yun na, sila na yung naging first playmates nila. So yun, so problem solved. Next part was that next part, when they were around, siguro nung magkasama na silang dalawa, si Vishnu and Vaishnava, Vishnu was already around 6, and then Vaishnava was around 2. So, naghahanap sila ng iba pa rin na kasama, ka-playmate. And so, I brought them to play centers. Ayan. So, I brought them to play centers. Niyayakag ko yung mga friends ko from our neighbors para may kalaro sila. Tumanggap ako ng mga tutorial para may kalaro sila. So that's how I solved that problem. And until may mga times pa na talagang bumibiyahe ako from Cavite to Manila to Cagayan to Bulacan to just have a community outreach program para may makita silang ibang tao other than me. And until such time na napagod na ako. Napagod na ako sa kakabiyahe. And actually hindi rin. My health problem, my back gave in na sa kaka-travel ko. So I had to step back kasi then yun nga, bumigay na yung back ko. So that's the time that I planned naman, with the consent of my husband and full support of my husband, to open a play center, which is Kupala Play Center at that time. So, nagkaroon sila ng playmates na yearly na. Not just like the playmates sa playground na minsan nandun, minsan wala, minsan talaga never sila magkita. It's not that there's no long-term relationship. So, yung play center, at least sa isang buong taon, may mga kalaro sila, 1 or 2, and that's enough for me. Ang hinahanap lang naman nila basta konting ibang tao than me. So yun. So that's how and then at that time ako rin nagkaroon din ako ng chance to be able to be with other parents with the same vision and advocacy. So that's how parang it went on, and nag-stick na yun. Nag-grow each year from one family, 2 families, hanggang, we decided to, okay pala siya sa amin. So, we offered it to other families, and yun, we're here now, serving the whole homeschool community.
The entire community, grabe. All out talaga.
Oo nga eh.
So
I just realized kanina from my other segment na bigla ko na-feel bigla yung weight of being here. Of being
because
a president.
Because of course, Laksmi is now the president of Happy. So talagang pasan niya ang buong homeschoolers. Daigdig ng buong homeschoolers. Hindi naman. We are behind you all the way, Laksmi.
Yes.
Yes. I remember reading yung uso pa yung mga Yahoo groups na homeschooling, yung Pinoy homeschooling. I remember seeing emails from you yung Laksmi tas Gopal. Sabi ko, siya pala yun. Ayun.
Siya pala yun.
So thank you for sharing. No, I think at every stage talaga may challenges and then you have to overcome them. No? So mayroon akong follow-up question dyan. So was quitting homeschooling or sending the kids to conventional school an option that you ever considered because of those challenges? And why or why not?
Actually, before we chose to homeschool, nag-decide na talaga kami ng husband ko na we will homeschool all the way. So there was no question of ever quitting. Sabi ganun.
Grabe. Galing, galing.
Very inspiring.
Yes.
Galing.
Kung
Okay.
kinaya ni
How to do
Lakshmi, bawal tayong mag-quit.
Yes!
Diba?
Bawal
May
ha,
sakit, may lahat, diba? Babiyahe from
Paralyzed.
Cavite to...
Paralyzed.
Yeah. Wala
Oh,
tayong
wow.
excuse, guys.
So ito naman, let's move to Vishnu. So Vishnu, you were homeschooled since preschool until senior high, di ba? Kasi. So what was it like when you were still being homeschooled? And how did you feel? Ano yun? Anong experience yun? Can you share a little bit about your experience?
Actually, most of the time, it was just for me. Mainly play. Like the whole time, it felt like I was just playing and learning. And like the school feeling only came when I was in high school. Actually, hindi ako mabot ng senior high. Just, ako yung last batch ng fourth year. Fourth year. And then so yeah, yung feeling ko lang, it's like I'm always in a magical school bus, always just playing and learning side by side lang. And yun nga, as mom said na minsan walang kasama, but when my sisters were there na, I didn't feel lack of any other social problems or anything. Tapos, she had lots of friends with other kids. So, yun yung parang naging kong childhood. Since childhood friends sila ng friend ni mama, naging childhood friends kami ng friends ng mga anak nila. And it just became a whole big family thing.
Yeah, that's
So,
the best.
ayun. Parang we were just on each other's sides and just having fun and learning.
Ganda naman. Magical. What a magical childhood. Diba? Magic school was siya. So, did you have any struggles? I mean, like, so si mama, although I'm sure magical din yung being with you guys all the time. But
I
then
mean,
there were struggles, right? Mm-mm.
Of course, meron struggles, especially sa math at Pilipino. Oh my God. I'll relate ako doon in all levels kahit sa outside. Yun yung naging namin relatable thing.
Yeah.
Yun yung naging namin connection. Studying wise na challenge. We always found a way naman. If may hardship, mag-stop and then just go somewhere muna kung saan ka comfortable and then go back to it again when you feel better, ganun. So, parang when there's a challenge, rest and then just get back to it.
Yes, yun talaga yung beauty, no, ng homeschooling. Kasi parang wala namang humahabol sa atin, walang humahabol sa atin. So we can afford to parang step away and parang regroup, diba? And parang wait also. Sometimes we just need a little bit more time and maturity for the kids to understand. So, but how about when you transition to conventional school? Wala nang ganong freedom. In college, no? So in college yun, right?
First college. First year college. The only adjustment I really needed since di ba homeschooling is self-taught and I had to find my own learning styles by myself, have my own self-drive thing, determination. Yung problem ko sa college is I had to listen to someone else and get the information from them and not like me and going to where I want to go. I had to learn their style, how they thought, adjust it to their language and their whatever communication way they had and work around it. So the deadline, same pa rin naman, deadlines sa homeschool and with mom. So yeah, and then it was good. I'm still having in college, maayos pa rin naman like socialization. I'm always quiet, but somehow I always getting voted to be president or like ano. What's happening?
Mana lang yan.
Mana nga.
Shy type kind of girl sometimes, pero wala.
Mana, ganyan.
So ayun, I'm just enjoying the experience.
Nice.
Ang saya. Ay, ako naman,
Galing.
balik tayo kay Lakshmi. So, curious ako. So, when you started homeschooling, what were your dreams for your kids? Or siguro when you started si Vishnu, no? But overall, did you have any dreams for them? And looking back now, kasi lahat sila malalaki na eh. Can you say that you were able to achieve those dreams? And why or why not? Yan, pang Miss Universe.
Miss Universe.
Oh, Miss Universe, my gosh. First of all, sabay ganun. Thank you for your question.
Ayun, ang saya. Thank you for that question.
Thank you for that question, Tina. Kinareer ko. Okay, so, ang dream ko sa kanila, simple lang ako na nanay eh. I only dream that they grow up to be, to have a God-centered life and for them to find their purpose while doing their while they pursue whatever they want to pursue. Yun lang, simple lang.
Simple lang.
Simple lang daw. Simple lang daw.
How
And
about
looking now at them, sabi ko nga sa kanila minsan, nung narinig ko yung bunso ko, may sinabi siya. Sinabi niya sa akin, parang she shared to me na parang yung purpose ng buhay and sabi ko after that, mga anak, pwede na akong umalis. Pwede na akong matay. Kasi I have fulfilled my destiny.
Purpose.
Alam
Wag na muna.
alam ko na yung
Marami ka pang kailangan gawin.
alam na nila yung kailangan nilang gawin.
Marami ka pa daw.
Marami pa daw
Hindi
akong
ikaw.
gagawin.
Marami ka pang kailangan gawin. Di ba pwede?
That's such a beautiful dream. Parang I think every parents can really relate with that, Lakshmi. Pero speaking of dreams, how about you, Vishnu? What kind of dreams and goals did you have as a child?
As a child, play, char.
Play talaga.
Play.
As a child,
Yes.
during the homeschooling days, I think just wait lang, I'll remember. I'm just trying to help around the family, help with my sisters. Help with my sisters, and because since dad's working, it's just three of us and mom. So I'll help around in the house.
Yun talaga yung dream mo.
Dream.
Ano ang sinasabi?
Medyo nalutang ako sa child.
Napunta siya sa child. Akala niya childhood ang ina.
Childhood
Dream.
dream.
What was your dream?
Like forever.
Yes.
Yes.
Kasi na-focus ako sa child. My dream lang naman is to help my family since they've given so much to me. Tapos help my community, homeschool community. And since we're very nature-oriented, help nature. And be a teacher, of course. So I can teach.
Yeah.
All the
and
time
you're
since
on
I
your
was
way.
9, I always just wanted to teach.
Oh, how nice.
I don't know why. It's just
Alam ko
fun.
yan, alam ko yan. Yeah, alam ko yan because ganyan din ako until the 4th year of my high school na biglang hindi ko alam anong pumasok sa utak ko.
Diba?
Yeah. So, but so since teaching has always been your dream, college was always parang part of that.
Yes.
I mean, it's always been,
Mm-mm.
so it's always been there, no? Yung
It was like
going
a
to college.
far away goal.
Yeah, it was a goal. That's right. And now that you're living it, how is it like? Parang ganito ba? Is it what you dreamed of? Yung college life na, I guess sabi mo kanina, medyo may similarities pa rin naman when you were homeschooled. But is it what you dreamed of? Or
Yes.
yung life na to?
Maybe yes and more.
Okay.
Siyempre alam lahat. And first few years kasi I was able to go to school, and then as the year came, di ba nag-pandemic na. So naging at home na ulit.
Oo nga
Nakaka-frustrate.
naman.
Like yes, lalabas na ako, and then
Oo nga, iba pala yung experience mo rin. That's right.
halfway naging pandemic baby na din.
Oo
Pero
nga.
na-experience ko naman siya for many years, going to school every day. Actually, for me, it was like new kasi, di ba? I didn't start from kinder. So I still have that spark to go to school, ride the jeepney and the trike, drive there. So all along my classmates are like so over it. Yeah, even some flag ceremony, even if all of those things, it was like fun for me. And since noong 2019, I moved to my dream college, which is, can I mention it here? Yes,
Yeah.
Lyceum of the Philippines here, just 10 minutes away from us. And yeah, so yeah, it's been a dream and more.
Galing. Ganda naman.
Okay. Ako naman,
What's happening?
na-blank ako dun sa, ang ganda kasi nung nagkukwento kasi si Vishnu, na-imagine ko, ano kaya sasabihin ng mga anak natin, no? Pag sila na yung turn na nila. Parang, what would they say? Sana ganun din, no? Positive lahat, mostly. So, we really thank the both of you, no, for sharing about, a little bit about your challenges and dreams with us. And I know that there are many families now that might be experiencing challenges. So we want to ask you, before we go to the last part, no, we want to ask you about something that's very important. So I don't know if it has been discussed in detail, pero I know one of the challenges that homeschooling families face, many of them face now, no, is yung latest DepEd order, no, that DepEd order with revised guidelines on homeschooling. So I think you may have discussed this a few times on Happy as an organization. But can you tell us a bit about that, and what advice can we give to those who are facing challenges specifically because of that concern, no, that the new order on homeschooling?
Kakaluha ko lang dun sa kabila eh. So, I'll just
May
try to
tissue ka ba dyan? May
I'll
tissue
just try
ka?
to compose myself.
Yes.
Kanina, and the message that we gave out families is that Happy is doing the best that we can together with other groups, other organizations. We're trying to reach them out because um, we need to let people know, let families know of it. Kasi not everybody pa pala has learned about it. It's not really, kumbaga, yung reach niya hindi pa ganun kalawak. So some families are not yet aware of it. So isa sa mga ginagawa namin ngayon is to really raise awareness on on the provision and how to go
Sorry,
about
hindi ko
it.
pala nabanggit ano yung provision. Can you mention?
Yung
Baka yung iba
provision
kasi
is the
they're not aware nga. Yes.
okay. So for those who are not aware yet, I just want to share that there was a DepEd order that was released last January 21, DepEd Series 2022 0.001. And thanks, nagpapasalamat naman kami sa DepEd because there has been a lot of beneficial parts of it. Actually, ang ganda ng DepEd order because it supports the homeschooling families. It has given chance to families because it is now, okay, ulitin ko lang. It has given all families from all walks of life to uh, to choose homeschooling because it is now offered by the public school. And yun naman yung aming tinatry na iparating sa kanila since 2016. And we are really thankful for that. And also they have given as parents the chance to equip ourselves to other mediums and not anymore be needing to be a teacher or have a college degree. So it has opened or taken that out already. So
Nice.
very supportive na siya of homeschooling. But only here in the Philippines.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Yun yung isa sa mga sad part of it because um, it is fully supported here in the Philippines. And the families who will be abroad uh, cannot enjoy such privilege. Yun yung sad part about that provision because it says here that only those residing in the Philippines shall be allowed to enroll in the homeschooling program. However, should the family relocate or travel to another country within the school year, the homeschool learner may continue his/her studies under the homeschooling program to finish the school year, subject to the existing laws and regulations of the country where the homeschool learner relocated or traveled. So basically, it is only available for Filipinos who are here in the Philippines. And the implication is really quite high because we have a lot of homeschooling families all over the world. Kanina, yung pinanggalingan ko na segment sa Happy, we had several families from different countries like China, Cambodia, Singapore, Armenia, Australia, UAE, and at Puerto Rico and other countries. And they were all sharing the benefits of homeschooling. At ito yung ating inaapila sa DepEd. So we are trying to call for awareness and call for families who can write to DepEd to share their stories. We need more stories of families na nag-homeschooling so that we can uh, send this to them. What will be taken away from these families?
Mhm. So meaning we are encouraging families to share their stories and to relate to Happy, to contact Happy about it.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So if ever they need to go to can they send like via Facebook lang sa Happy page or they need to
Sa Happy
email?
page or they can email me, lakshmi@happy.ph.
Okay. Thank you so much because I know that a lot of
Yes,
families
it's a big
have that
issue. But
concern. I'll put your email, ha?
yeah, so
Okay.
it's a big concern, but hopefully Happy will be able to fix it somehow.
By the
Right.
way, sumulat na yung Happy
Yeah.
together with other organizations. So um, we are just waiting for a reply. But of
Yeah.
course, we welcome more letters to
Yeah,
DepEd.
so please email Lakshmi your story, your homeschooling story, especially if you're abroad, so
Mm-hmm.
that people will know about how this new order impacts families all over the world. So, Lakshmi, thank you so much for answering all our questions. Pero ito na, last na for both of you. What tips can you give, kayong dalawa ha, to other homeschoolers who are currently facing challenges and trying to pursue their dreams as homeschooling parents and as homeschool students? Yon. Quick tips lang about yeah, about facing challenges and
First daw, wait
pursuing their
lang.
dreams.
I think I'll make a daily tip na lang para hindi broad. For me, taking daily realistic goals really helped. It's good to have like a broad goal and then have daily, weekly, or even just monthly goals. Para kasi hindi ka
Specific goals.
madaling ma-frustrate. Kasi the bigger the goal, the deeper the fall. So if you have just small accomplishments and then you get to do them, very big boost na. So small goals every day that you finish can really help. So don't just pressure
Yeah, that's
yourself.
very practical.
Yeah.
Thanks, Vishnu. How about you, Mother Lakshmi?
Well, for me, siguro, kasi nga, di ba, kanina nakwento ko na each year, there's always a challenge, different challenge. And what has hold me not to give up is really knowing what I want for my children. And and knowing what I want for them gave me a push that I need. Every time I feel like giving up, I always think, if I stop, what will happen? Will I be able to fulfill that I want to for my children or not? So yun yung naging kong drive. Kahit na nasa kama ako, that's the drive that I was, you know, pushing me. Kaya mga
Galing. Know your why.
know your why. Yes.
Yes.
Remember your why. Because we know our why.
Remember.
We remember.
Know and remember. Tama. Ipaskill sa homeschool room, sa dining room, sa couch.
Tita, pwede ita-two. Ita-two.
Pwede. Thank you so
Tattoo
much,
yun.
Lakshmi and Vishnu. Thank you so much.
Yes. We have, I'm just checking if we have
Okay.
questions or comments. May nagtanong, Diana says, will you be performing Vishnu? Okay.
Ay,
and,
oo, ang ganda ng mga songs nila. I remember
binabati
yung
tayo
Homeschoolers
nila. Binabati po kayo ni Melona and Lenny. Happy National Homeschool Day and thank you for supporting us. No, so before we go, I think I will just share to you. Wait lang. I'm trying to upload everything. Pero before we go, we want to say some announcements, no? So this coming April, we have the Homeschool Convention Asia edition. So our friends from Singapore, they are actually the ones organizing this, no? And we're just helping them out. So there will be keynote teachings. Kasama po kami dyan sa keynote. Di ko ma-upload yun. Ayan. So,
there will be a curriculum fair.
Yes, a curriculum fair. So, the keynote panels, kasama yung education and mental wellness. So, Michelle is part of that. And then, there's also education and social impact. Kasama dun si San. And then, we have, ito naghahang yung computer ko. Paanam na daw. We have the next panels, education and big families. So I'm one of the panelists there, and education and parenting. Okay, and meron silang teen program. So Vishnu is part of the teen facilitators for the teen program, and the keynote speakers actually, dalawa are from the Philippines. So Meg Baraka, hello Melona, and Jewel Villarisco. And then they have music showcase performers. So meron din from the Philippines. Ala Brodan, Destiny Tan, Alisa Ocampo, and Pablo Palakpak and Damodar. How do you pronounce it, Lakshmi? Damodar Castillo. Yan. So,
ay, laki na ni Damodar.
Oo nga. Teenager na siya.
Teenager.
Ayun. So you can check out homeschoolalumni.sg if you want to buy tickets. Again, we're helping our friends from Homeschool Singapore and Homeschool Alumni Singapore to organize this. All right. So thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you, Lakshmi. Thank you, Vishnu.
Yes. So if you have any suggestions or topics, guys, please feel free to share with us. And again, thank you to our media partners, the Asian Parent Philippines, yung mga nanonood via the Asian Parent Philippines, hello, and 360 Logic Solutions. Thank you for helping us reach more families through this show. And remember, you're not alone. We are in this journey together. Ayan. San, announce mo na ang ating next episode.
Okay, so we hope to see you on March 18. That's the third Friday of the month for Put the Fun Back in Your Homeschool. So that's going to be, fun. We hope to see you. Until then, stay safe, keep calm, and homeschool on.
Yes,
Bye, everyone.
bye. Thank you, everybody. Bye.